Hey y'all, welcome to the Second of Strength podcast. My name is Tanner Clark. I went from sitting at a desk to speaking on stage internationally to inspire teenagers and people like you. My goal is simple: help you find your 1 second of strength to walk away from the things that are holding you back, to step into your potential, and ultimately find happiness. Thank you for spending your valuable seconds with me today. Let's go. Welcome to the Second of Strength podcast. Thank you for spending your valuable seconds with me. Wherever you're at, I appreciate you being here. I know there's a lot of things you can be doing, so I'm grateful you're here with me. I'm your host, Tanner Clark. I love doing this. I love helping you. I love helping the people you love. And if you haven't done so already, go to wherever you're listening to this, leave a review, a rating and review, so that we can help more people. That's what this is about. It's about helping as many people as we can. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the one thing I believe that's going to make all the difference in your life, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you plan to do. It is this one thing that I have been fortunate enough to be able to do a little bit, that's going to help you be a tremendous success in whatever you decide to do in your life. And it's going to make all the difference. And so, and what that is it really just comes down to this one word: consistency. If you can find a way to be consistent in your life, it will change everything in your life. And I think a lot of times what happens is we look at the things that are going on in the world around us. We look at other people and we start using people as a measuring stick in our life. And we look at social media. Unfortunately, social media is so prevalent in our lives and the lives of our teenagers and everyone, right? And so we start looking at other people and we start seeing and believing that they are more successful than us. And but what we're not really taking into account is what is happening behind the scenes. What did it take for them to get to where they are? Because overnight successes just don't exist. I guess occasionally, maybe there's someone, if you're that person, you're fortunate to be that person. But chances are, if you're listening to this podcast, which is about growth, which is about getting better, then you're like me and we are on a journey to get to where we want to go, but we are not there yet. And so I think what happens is we look at other people and we just believe that they're successful and we're not. And we don't see all that went into that. And so something big that happened in my life in the last week or so is I was selected to give a TEDx talk. And I couldn't be more excited about it. I can't wait to do it. It's coming up in another 2 months. I have a lot of prep to do. But I was thinking, and I was talking to my brother actually about the process to get selected to give this TEDx talk. And the truth is I applied to maybe 2 or 3, maybe 3 different TEDx talks over the course of the last couple of years. Is this something that's been on my list of things I want to do? And I think that a lot of other people have applied multiple times and been rejected time after time. And I had this moment of thought where I thought, well, you know what? I got selected so quickly because I spent years of dedication and consistency building a plan, building a dream, building the building blocks, putting together the building blocks of the 1 second of strength and what it is and how it can help people. And so I didn't start from nowhere. I didn't just apply out of the blue to give this talk. I spent years of dedication building that. Years of dedication. I think that we don't see that. We look at other people's lives. We see a flashy Instagram. We see something like that, and we don't see all the behind the scenes work. We don't see the effort. We don't see all those moments of struggle, all those moments of grind that people put into their lives. And so we just kind of believe that didn't exist, and they just got to where they wanted to be just overnight. And here's the fact: is that in your life, you cannot cash out success. You cannot cash out unless you are making daily deposits into that piggy bank. That's the bottom line. If you're not making daily deposits into the piggy bank of success, you will never cash out. And I hope that you can write that down. You can quote it on Instagram, tag me on it, wherever it is. But that's the reality. Success takes time. Success takes effort. Anything you want to achieve in your life takes daily consistency, and dedication. And if you're not doing that, then don't be surprised that when you go to cash out, or you want to achieve something great, or you go to cash out and it's not there, the bank account's empty, right? You have to be willing to do all of those small things. And here's the deal is most people want something great for their lives, but they're not willing to do the small things required to live a great life. I'm going to say that again. Most people want something great for their lives, but they are not willing to do all the small things that are required to have a great life. But here's the difference between all those other people and you. The difference is you are different. You are not most people. You are the person who is going to commit to a future that you want, and you're going to do those daily things to get there because you were born for that. You were born for more. And at the end of the day, you deserve that. You deserve that greatness, and you deserve to cash out that piggy bank in the future by doing all those small things. And so make a commitment. But think about it. Anything you've ever wanted or anything you've ever achieved in your life, it always takes consistency. If you want to be healthier, well, then you better be consistent in the gym, and you better be consistent with your eating. You better be consistent with all fine-tuning all those little things. If you're not, then 5 years down the road, you're going to look back and go, man, I really had a dream of being healthier, but I'm not healthier today because I didn't do all those little things. If you want to be better at school, well, are you spending your time doing all those little things that's required? Are you studying? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating properly? Are you doing all those little things that are daily deposits into your piggy bank of success in school? If you want to be successful in business, if you want to grow your own business, maybe you're an entrepreneur, you work in a multi-level marketing or something like that. And at the end of the year, at the end of 5 years, if you look back, if you reached a goal or a pinnacle of success in your business, it's going to be because you deposited daily into the things that you needed to do to get there. And if you didn't do that, then it's not fair to be frustrated 5 years from now when you look back and say, man, what coulda, shoulda, woulda been? Because that's just not the way it works. You have to be willing to put in the daily grind to do it. But here's what happens. What happens is we have the best of intentions and we start putting together this piggy bank of success, right? And we start putting in deposits. And after a couple of weeks, maybe a month, maybe less time, maybe a few days, we don't see the results. We don't see the fruits of our labor right away. So we let doubt creep in. And then you start to believe that maybe you're on the wrong path. Maybe you're not doing it the right way. But the reality is that you have to plant that seed, you have to water it, you have to continue, and then the harvest is going to come. But seeds don't grow overnight. Nothing grows overnight. You have to be willing to put in the time, the effort, the cultivation, the consistency to let that grow. And I just think about, if you think about me or other people that you believe are doing well in life, right? Or maybe that's you have this aspiration to accomplish something and you see somebody who's kind of doing it already, and follow their path. Success leaves clues, but remember that they are putting in that work. But don't you think that those people also had doubts? Don't you think those people also struggled through a lot of hard times when they were putting in the daily deposits? Don't you think those people had challenges that they were facing, an uphill climb, an uphill battle? Don't you think that they struggled with those things as well? The difference is they pushed through, just like you have to push through. You have to be willing to push forward even though it's hard. And you can do hard things. It's not always easy. Sometimes it's difficult, but you have to. And here's the facts. You're going to get knocked down. You are going to get kicked down. You're going to get beat up. You're going to get doubted. You're going to get criticized. You're going to hear the opinions of other people. You're going to get dragged through the mud. It's going to happen. But you have to stay so true to what you want and know what you want to accomplish in this life that you are willing to take all of that, to block out the haters, block out the people who are not serving you, and keep going anyway. And the sad part is that sometimes the biggest hater is you. Sometimes you are the one that is holding yourself back and self-sabotaging more than anybody else is. And you got to stop that. You have to be willing to stand back up when you've been knocked down. I'm wearing the shirt today, if you're not watching on video, but it's all about your 1 second of strength. You are going to get knocked down, and you have to tap into that 1 second of strength. Even when doubt is strong, even when you feel like you can't, you have to hack your brain and tell yourself, yes, I'm going to stand up and keep going. I'm going to do this one more day. I am going to push forward one more second, one more time. Because when you do that, over time, you're going to look back and you're going to go, man, I am climbing this mountain. I may not be all the way to the top, but I am absolutely climbing this mountain. I am absolutely doing it. And here's the thing is you could quit. You can quit today if you want, but you don't know how close you are to reaching the top. You don't know how close you are to meeting that person or helping that one person or reaching a goal. You don't know how close you are, but you will never know if you quit. You'll never know. You'll never find out. You will limit your future by stunting your growth in the present. That is one of the greatest travesties in life, is that we have people who are limiting their future growth because they're stunting the present. And so the bottom line today is this. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what your dreams are, but I know that dreams don't happen unless you put in the work, the effort, and the consistency. They never happen. It always remains a dream if you don't put in the action to reach that goal. It always remains a dream, but you're not dreaming to dream. You're dreaming to live the best life you can, and you have to put in that daily work, that daily effort, that daily consistency to do it. Like I said at the beginning of this, if you are not putting in daily deposits into the piggy bank of success, then you will never cash out. Someday you're going to want to take that hammer, you're going to break that piggy bank and get all the money, get all the stuff that you have been working towards. But you have to be willing to fill that up every single day. Every single day. And someday when you do that, you will look back and you will realize just how far you've come, and you'll pat yourself on the back and you'll give yourself a big old hug and congratulations and tell yourself that you did it. And I can't wait to celebrate that with you. So wherever you are, thank you for listening. Please stay consistent, stay true, stay on your paths. Keep putting in daily deposits to the goals, to the things that you want to accomplish. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I've been there. I know what self-doubt looks like. I know what struggles look like. I know what getting knocked down looks like. I do. But I also know what standing up feels like. And if you are feeling knocked down right now, if you are struggling right now, stand back up. Do not quit. Keep going. You are going to make it. But you got to push through. And I promise you will never regret it. So thank you for listening today. Wherever you are, hit me up, send me a direct message or tag me in a post on Instagram, but send me a direct message. Let me know if this episode helped you. Just write consistency there in the DMs, and I want to hear from you. I want to support you. I want to help you. You're awesome. And as always, go find your 1 second of strength and be happy. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope it helped you. If you haven't already, hit subscribe so you never miss another episode, and leave a review for the show. And as always, go find your 1 second of strength and be happy.